سالم بن ناصر العوفي، وزير الطاقة والمعادن. معالي الدكتور خلفان بن سعيد الشعيلي، وزير الإسكان والتخطيط العمراني. أصحاب السعادة والضيوف الكرام، أسعد الله مساءكم بكل خير ومحبة. قبل أن نستهل برنامج حفلنا، يطيب لي أن أعرفكم بنفسي أولاً. أنا إيمان محمد البراشدية، ويشرفني أن أكون مقدمة حفلكم الكريم. بالنيابة عن شركة هايدروم، يسرني أن أرحب بكم جميعاً في هذا الحدث الهام اليوم الذي نشهد فيه إنجازاً فارقاً في مسيرة تطوير قطاع الهيدروجين الأخضر في سلطنة عمان بإشراف وزارة الطاقة والمعادن. Your Excellency Engineer Salim Al-Aufi, Minister of Energy and Minerals. Your Excellency Dr. Khalfan Al-Shuaili, Minister of Housing and Urban Planning. And Your Excellencies and honored guests, good afternoon and warm welcome. Before I begin, I would like to first introduce myself. My name is Iman Mohammed al-Brashdi, and I'm delighted to be your MC for this evening. On behalf of Hydrom, it's a pleasure to welcome you all to this momentous event, a remarkable milestone in the development of the green hydrogen sector in Oman, under the patronage of the Ministry of Energy and Minerals. نجتمع اليوم في هذا المحفل لنشهد توقيع أولى اتفاقيات إسناد مشاريع الهيدروجين الأخضر في عمان، بالإضافة إلى توقيع مجموعة من الاتفاقيات ومذكرات التفاهم بين الجهات ذات العلاقة. Today, we're gathered to witness the historic signing of Oman's first green hydrogen agreements, along with the signing of related agreements and memorandum of understanding between several associated parties. قبل أن نستهل هذا الحدث، أرجو منكم الانتباه إلى إجراءات الأمن والسلامة والواجب اتباعها في هذه القاعة التي سيطلعنا عليها الفاضل فيصل الخاطري مدير الأمن لضمان سلامة الجميع. Before we proceed further, I would like to first introduce Faisal Al-Khatri, Security Manager, to provide us with a brief health, safety and environment briefing to ensure the well-being and security of all attendees.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Good afternoon. We'll start first in Arabic. اليوم راح نروح في اجتماع أخلاء الطوارئ والتمارين. إن شاء الله اليوم ما في أي تمارين أخلاء أو طوارئ في الفندق. رقم الطوارئ الخاص بالفندق هو 888. رقم الطوارئ العام بشرطة عمان السلطانية اللي هو 9999. طبعا في حالة سماع أي إشارة أو إنذار رجاء عدم الهلاع والانتظار إلى الرسالة الأخرى أو المعلومات من الفريق الموجود والطاقم الأرضي. طبعا اليوم عندنا نقطتين تجمع، الأولى راح تكون أول ما تطلعوا من القاعة على يدكم اليمين في الآخر، والثانية لما تكونوا طالعين من الاستقبال فوق على يدكم اليسار. حاليا هذا كل شيء بالنسبة لنا. الحين نحن راح نروح باللغة الإنجليزية. Now we will go with the safety induction in English. Today we don't have any induction or training during the events or during the day. Our landline for the emergency is 888. Our emergency number for the public, it's 9999. In case of any emergency, in case of any alarm, please do not panic and just wait for the second message or the information from the team on the floor. We had two assembly points today. The first one is located when you are exiting from the Crystal Ballroom in your right hand. And the second one, when you are exiting from the main entrance on the ground floor, the lobby area, in your left hand. That's all for today. I wish you a pleasant event. Thank you.
الحضور الكريم، انطلاقاً من جهود السلطنة الدؤوبة لتكون مركزاً عالمياً في قطاع الهيدروجين الأخضر، نشهد اليوم تطورات ملحوظة وخطوات حثيثة لإطلاق إمكانات هذا القطاع الواعد والذي يقدم منافع لا تحصى على صعيد الطاقة المتجددة، حيث يعد مصدراً مستداماً ونظيفاً للطاقة يحمل إمكانات هائلة لتنويع الاقتصاد الوطني ومواجهة التحديات العالمية كالتغير المناخي والحد من انبعاثات الكربون، وإيجاد مستقبل أكثر اخضراراً بما ينسجم مع رؤية عمان 2040. As part of the Sultanate's aims to become one of the world's leading green hydrogen hubs, we're currently seeing rapid developments in this sector to unlock the green hydrogen potential in Oman. The importance and value of the naturally gifted renewable energy resources cannot be overstated. These resources enable sustainable and clean energy solutions that hold immense potential for diversifying Oman's economy and addressing the global challenges of climate change, reducing carbon emissions, and promoting a greener future in line with Oman Vision 2040. نبدأ برنامج حفلنا اليوم بكلمة معالي المهندس سالم بن ناصر العوفي، وزير الطاقة والمعادن ورئيس مجلس إدارة شركة هايدروم. رحبوا معي بمعالي المهندس على المنصة لإلقاء كلمته مشكورا. We kickstart this event with a warm welcome note from His Excellency Engineer Salim bin Nasser Al-Aufi, Chairman of Hydrom. Please join me in extending a warm round of applause as we welcome His Excellency, the Ministry of Energy and Minerals, to the stage to deliver his valuable insights.
Your Excellency, Your Excellencies, my dear college, good afternoon to you all and welcome to this very special event. But before I start talking about our event, I would like to extend on behalf of myself and all my colleagues a lot of congratulations to His Excellency Dr. Khalfan and of course the Ministry of Housing and Urban Planning for the inauguration of Sultan Haytham City yesterday. Extremely big milestone for the country. And I've seen some of the plans that His Excellency presented already to the Economic and Finance Committee with the other potential development projects, and I think we are heading definitely in the right direction. And I can tell you we are competing on construction capabilities between the different cities and our projects. So let's see. It's a good problem to have, and I'm pleased to see that His Excellency is also joining us today because we will be signing the global head user fract agreement that will allow us to really kickstart this whole thing. Without it, we can meet and talk and shake hands, but we can't do a lot because that's an extremely important milestone to the implementation of the Royal Decree. Second, I would like to welcome, I would like to welcome, of course, our new partner, I wouldn't say in crime, but in doing really good stuff, Copenhagen Infrastructure Development, or CIP, together with their partners, Blue Power and Al-Khadra. We've been talking to them for quite some time, and for the first time, we can officially tell them, you are more than welcome to be part of this, and we really love to continue working with you, and we'll extend all the support we can once I see your signature on the piece of paper. But seriously, it's been a journey, and we learned extremely a lot of good information from you. Of course, it was a lot of give and take, and thank you very much for being patient with us. And thank you again for giving us honest and direct feedback, which made the other discussion, I wouldn't say smooth, but at least less controversial and faster. And that credit really goes to all of you, but definitely the discussion that we had with CIP and partners. Today we are gathered to celebrate the signing of the first full agreements when it comes to the hydrogen economy in Oman. We've been talking about it for quite some time. And yes, we've signed back in March, if you recall, the commercial heads of agreement with some of our partners. But it's really this particular event that makes the real meat come together. because we're signing the head user fract agreement. We're also signing the user fract agreement with the developers, and we're also signing the project development plan, which makes it now a real project so we can move forward. Now, of course, I'm sure over the next few years, there will be a lot of discussion taking place. And as usual, and as always, our offices and, of course, Hydrom support as well, we're available to support the projects and resolve, hopefully, any of the hitches that we may find going forward to ensure that these projects do see the light and get executed and contribute to our ultimate target. In total, if I recall, today we are signing 3 agreements, but the total land that will be allocated is in the order of 960 kilometers square. That is a lot of land that we're allocating to 3 projects. That's probably one of the largest, much bigger than the city that His Excellency. Only 15 kilometers, but that's a lot of land. That land, of course, is targeting to generate around 12 gigawatt of renewable energy. If we look at our total production capacity to date in Oman, renewable and thermal, we're about 10, 11, maybe 12 gigawatt, depends on which part you're counting or not, but 12. We are almost doubling that production capacity from renewable energy within the next 5 years. 5 to 7 years. So that's a huge task that we are all undertaking, and we are absolutely confident that the selection process of our partner has gone through a lot of rigorous and detailed credential checks and so on, just to make sure that we are actually confident that it can be executed, and I hope that we try to do a good job. And looking at the partners around the room and the people that I've talked to over the last few months, I think we have made the right choice with the partners that we've selected, and thank you very much for selecting us. That power is estimated to generate around 500,000 tons of hydrogen by 2030. And if you recall, we set ourselves a target of producing 1 million tons. So this is already getting us 50% along achieving that target. The remaining 50% is coming, and hopefully we will be announcing and signing some of the remaining agreements over the next few months, definitely before year end, and I will talk about the other ones a little bit later. We think the total investment in the 3 projects that we'll be signing today will be in the order of about $20 billion. Which is why I said we are competing with a lot of the other infrastructure development in terms of the resources. That, of course, doesn't include the common infrastructure development. It doesn't include the supply chain and any of the urbanization of some of the industries that we are also targeting. And it doesn't include some of the downstream projects that are not necessarily integrated with these projects, which means the total investment, if we include everything, will exceed the $20 billion. In total, between the commercial agreements we've signed early this year and the agreements that we will be signing today, if we add them all together, we are targeting to produce in excess of, is it 20 or 25? In excess of 25 gigawatt, yeah? Which is quite a lot of renewable energy to be generated. I think the total estimate of development, the land is about 1,900 kilometers in total. So it's almost doubling what we're doing now with the remaining projects that we've signed. That, of course, doesn't include the other auctions that we will be launching hopefully later this year, or later this month, I would say. So all in all, we're extremely excited. It is a very ambitious journey, very challenging. The timeline was tight, and we received this message already many times. Going forward, it's going to be even tighter. And we have created some space in the agreement that allow, of course, some slippages, but we are still committing to develop and produce 1 million ton of hydrogen by 2030 if we are to catch the market. And I think this is the sweet spot. We need to be first, we need to be serious, and we need to demonstrate to the market that we are executing in order for them to take us serious, and so that we can actually get into the market and hopefully secure some offtakes. And I know some of you are already talking to some potential offtakers, be it local or international. In addition to that, we are also signing today the Memorandum of Understanding with OQ Gas Network, so that we can start immediately working on the infrastructure development. As you know, we have elected to push the hydrogen production inland as close as possible to where the renewable energy will be generated. And in order to facilitate that, we will need to supply those sites with a lot of water, and again, offtake or transport the hydrogen produced back again to the port, where it can be either utilized with the industries in the ports, or converted into a hydrogen derivative that will be exported to the international market. And with that, the infrastructure is one of the key elements of the successful execution of this entire industry. And we are signing this Memorandum of Understanding with OQ Gas Network to start at least the review of the paths and review in terms of the size, the cost, attract potential investors to participate with them, and so on. And to give assurance to our partners, we are also going to be establishing, and we will announce it hopefully in terms of the details a little bit later, not today, in due course, the advisory body when it comes to the infrastructure development, because we want the partners to be involved in the work that OQ Gas Network is doing, and also provide feedback and be in the mix when it comes to, are we moving too fast, too slow, and so on. And I think the advisory committee or the advisory body was one of the suggestions that we've heard from the partners, and we think it's a good idea, so we're implementing that. So we will set up an advisory body between us and the ministry, definitely OQ Gas Network, Hydrom, the developers, and of course all the future developers will be more than happy to join as well. Until we establish the infrastructure and becomes part of our normal business, then we don't have to have an advisory anymore after that. Am I missing anything else? I think these are the main thing. The second bid round, indeed. So we are also announcing that the second bid round, which we promised last time that the first bid round started, and the product of the first bid round, at least the one area, we will sign today. The other area we're still negotiating, and hopefully within a month or two we will also sign. But at the same time, we are immediately starting the process for the second bid round as we promised, because we need to achieve the 1 million ton by 2030, and that will be announced sometime during this month. We are already in June, so it will be this month. We're looking into 2 to 3 sites in the Salalah area or the Thamret area, so we're going south this time, so that we can start building the infrastructure from both sides and ultimately connect them all and get the entire country connected, establishing more of a network similar to what we have today in the gas, but that will take some time. Last but not least, I know this has been quite a difficult journey for the heroes behind the scenes, as they say. And I know particularly last night was a very long and very difficult night. Some of them, they didn't even sleep, and I know some slept for 2 hours or 3 hours, and I'm sure from the partner side it's the same thing. It's not easy to get the last I's dotted and T's crossed. And of course, it's one of those things that you try last minute to make sure that everything is done, because once the dotted lines are signed, the next step would be to implement. So I really thank you all for putting all your effort and all your energy and your time and your family time behind this project. We truly appreciate it. I know words are not enough, but I do sincerely hope that your effort goes with recognition. And without your hard work, I don't think we would be where we are today. This morning I got up and I saw a very long WhatsApp message, and I said, there we go again. I hope it's not setting us back, but it was just the update. As it started, we are just leaving the meeting, and I looked at the time, and it was almost morning prayer time. So it must have been I hope there was enough pizza for everybody, but it must have been a very long night. So thank you all very much for that. And of course, last word of thank is to also the soldiers behind the curtains from our partner side, because I know it's not the gentlemen and ladies who are sitting here, it's many other members behind the scene who have been working extremely hard, giving you and your team the right advices, and a true word of appreciation also to the management teams of the different partner companies, who I'm sure have to take very courageous and bold decisions signing today, knowing that there is a lot of things we don't know than what we know. And that's, if I take it positively, that's a sentiment of the level of trust that we have established with them. And I hope we do live up to that trust. So far we have, but this is a new era and a new industry and a new economy, and we are set to continue maintaining the same spirit of support and collaboration. And I gave that promise already to many of you before, and I repeat it, that our doors will be open and we will continue to listen, and if there is anything we can do to still support and change, which we think will help the project, we are definitely going to do it. We're in this together, and the last thing remaining would be for us to get behind the table and start signing the agreement so that we can start doing the real work, which is digging in the ground and collecting data and making sure that we execute all the studies. And with that, thank you all very much, and thank you for making the time with us this afternoon.
كل الشكر والتقدير لمعالي المهندس سالم بن ناصر العوفي على هذه الكلمات الطيبة. والآن ننتقل إلى أول اتفاقية سيجري توقيعها اليوم، وهي اتفاقية حق الانتفاع بين وزارة الإسكان والتخطيط العمراني ووزارة الطاقة والمعادن وشركة هايدروم. وبموجب هذه الاتفاقية سيجري نقل تبعية مجموعة من الأراضي إلى شركة هايدروم ليجري طرحها لمشاريع الطاقة المتجددة والهيدروجين الأخضر بموجب المرسوم السلطاني رقم 10/2023 الصادر بتاريخ 16 فبراير 2023. ندعو الآن إلى المنصة لتوقيع الاتفاقية معالي الدكتور خلفان بن سعيد الشعيلي وزير الإسكان والتخطيط العمراني، ومعالي المهندس سالم بن ناصر العوفي وزير الطاقة والمعادن، والدكتور فراس بن علي العبدواني القائم بأعمال المدير العام في شركة هايدروم. Thank you, Your Excellency. Next, we have a significant milestone to commemorate as we witness the signing of Head-Usufruct Agreement between the Ministry of Housing and Urban Planning, the Ministry of Energy and Minerals, and Hydrom. The agreement entails the provision of land rights to Hydrom for the development of the renewable energy and clean hydrogen projects, in accordance with the Royal Decree 10/2023, issued on 16th February 2023. Please join me in welcoming to the stage His Excellency Dr. Khalfan bin Saeed al-Shaili, Minister of Housing and Urban Planning, His Excellency Engineer Salim bin Nasser al-Aufi, the Minister of Energy and Minerals, and Dr. Firas Ali al-Abdouani, Hydrom's Acting Managing Directors, to sign the Head-Usufruct Agreement. Let's celebrate this momentous occasion with a round of applause. حضورنا الكريم، ننتقل الآن لنشهد معا هذه اللحظة التاريخية في مسيرة تطوير قطاع الهيدروجين الأخضر في سلطنة عمان، وهي توقيع أولى اتفاقيات إسناد مناطق الامتياز للهيدروجين الأخضر. سيكون التوقيع بين شركة هايدروم والمشاريع الثلاث الفائزة التي ستسند إليها مناطق الامتياز لمشاريع الهيدروجين، حيث سيشمل هذه الجهات الأعضاء المؤسسين لها. تعكس هذه الاتفاقيات التي سيتم توقيعها اليوم الشراكة القوية بين كبار الشركات العاملة في هذا القطاع وحكومة سلطنة عمان، لتتكاتف الجهود نحو تعزيز نمو هذا القطاع الناشئ ليلعب دورا محوريا في الحد من انبعاثات الكربون عالميا. Now, we proceed to the historic moment where the signing of the first green hydrogen agreements will take place. This significant milestone involves the signing of agreements between Hydrom and each of the 3 green hydrogen projects, represented by their esteemed founding members. These project agreements symbolize a powerful partnership between prominent industry players and government of Oman, united in their mission to foster the growth of a nascent and rapidly expanding industry that will play a pivotal role in global decarbonization efforts. الحضور الكريم، اسمحوا لي أن أدعو معالي المهندس سالم بن ناصر العوفي وزير الطاقة والمعادن ورئيس مجلس إدارة هايدروم للانضمام إلينا على المنصة لإعلان أسماء الشركات والتحالفات الفائزة. Without further ado, it's my pleasure to extend a warm welcome to His Excellency Engineer Salim bin Nasser Al-Aufi, Minister of Energy and Minerals, the esteemed Chairman of Hydrom, to join us on stage. يسر شركة هايدروم دعوة تحالف آمنة للفائزين بجولة المزايدة الأولى لمنطقة الامتياز Z101. من فضلكم رحبوا بأعضاء التحالف: الفاضل كارستن بلابرغ، شريك شركة البنية التحتية كوبنهاغن وشركائه. الفاضل جون هارتفيغ لارسن، المدير التنفيذي لشركة بلو باور وشركائه. الفاضلة هند بنت سهيل بهوان، رئيس مجلس الإدارة لشركة شركاء الخضراء. أطيب التهاني لتحالف آمنة. Hydrom is delighted to extend a warm invitation to AMNA Consortium, the winners of Round 1 Public Auction Block Z101. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to the esteemed members of the consortium as they come on stage. Karsten Plaberg, partner from Copenhagen Infrastructure Partners. John Hartwig Larsen, Managing Director, Blue Powers Partners. Hind Suhail Bahwan, Chairperson, Al-Khadra Partners. Congratulations to AMNA Consortium. أطيب التهاني لتحالف آمنة. Congratulations to آمنة Consortium. والآن ننتقل إلى الفائزين بالمشاريع الأخرى. يسر هايدروم الإعلان عن توقيع اتفاقية إسناد منطقة الامتياز Z103 مع شركة BP عمان. من فضلكم رحبوا بالفاضل نادر زكي، نائب رئيس شركة BP لمنطقة الشرق الأوسط وشمال أفريقيا، لتوقيع اتفاقية تطوير المشروع واتفاقية حق الانتفاع بالأرض واتفاقية توسعة مساحة أرض المشروع الاختيارية. كما ندعو على المنصة مجدداً الدكتور فراس بن علي العبدواني القائم بأعمال المدير العام بهايدروم لتوقيع اتفاقية توسعة مساحة أرض المشروع الاختيارية. أطيب التهاني لشركة BP عمان. Now, for the Legacy Initiative awardees, Hydrom is delighted to announce the signing of Block Z103, BP Oman. Please join me in welcoming Nader Zaki, Senior Vice President, BP, to sign the Project Development, Sub-Usufruct, and Expansion Option Agreements, and inviting Dr. Firas bin Ali Al-Abdwani, Hydrom's Acting Managing Director, on stage for the signing of Expansion Option Agreements. Congratulations to BP Oman. أطيب التهاني لشركة BP عمان. Congratulations to BP عمان. يطيب لهايدروم الآن دعوة تحالف Green Energy عمان الفائز بمنطقة الامتياز Z104. رحبوا معي بالأعضاء المؤسسين للتحالف على المنصة: الفاضل وليد هادي رئيس شركات شل في سلطنة عمان، الفاضلة نجلاء بنت زهير الجمالية الرئيس التنفيذي لأوكيو الطاقة البلدية، الفاضل عبد الله المطيري نائب رئيس مجلس الإدارة والرئيس التنفيذي لشركة أنرتك، الفاضل أنتون ريتشارد نيمان رئيس الشرق الأوسط لشركة انتركونتيننتال إنرجي، الفاضل حسين بن عبد الله بن أحمد الحداد رئيس مجلس الإدارة لشركة نبع الثراء الذهبية للتجارة. للتوقيع على اتفاقية تطوير المشروع واتفاقية حق الانتفاع بالأرض. Finally, Hydrom is delighted to invite the awardee of Block Z104, the Consortium of Green Energy Oman. Please join me in welcoming the Consortium founding members on stage. Walid Hadi, Oman Shell Senior Vice President and Country Chairman. Najla Zuhair Al-Jamali, Chief Executive OQ Alternative Energy. Abdullah Al-Mteri, Vice Chairman and Chief Executive Officer, Enertech. Anton Richard Neyman, Head of Middle East of Intercontinental Energy, and Hussein Abdullah Al-Haddad, Chairman of Golden Wellspring Wealth for Trading, to sign the project development, sub-usufruct, and expansion option agreements. أطيب التهاني لتحالف جرين إنرجي عمان على فوزهم بهذا المشروع، كما نبارك لبلادنا العزيز سلطنة عمان على تحقيق هذه الإنجازات وإطلاق العنان لمسيرة بناء اقتصاد الهيدروجين الأخضر. Congratulations to the Green Energy Oman project, and congratulations to Oman on achieving this remarkable milestone in building a resilient and flagship hydrogen economy. الحضور الكريم، وفي ختام فقرات توقيع اتفاقيات مشاريع الهيدروجين الأخضر، يسرني دعوتكم لمتابعة هذا الفيلم القصير الذي يسلط الضوء على أهداف سلطنة عمان في مسيرتها نحو تطوير قطاع الهيدروجين. الحضور الكريم، وفي ختام فقرات توقيع اتفاقيات مشاريع الهيدروجين الأخضر، يسرني دعوتكم لمتابعة هذا الفيلم القصير الذي يسلط الضوء على أهداف سلطنة عمان في مسيرتها نحو تطوير قطاع الهيدروجين الأخضر. Ladies and gentlemen, as we conclude the signing of the green hydrogen agreements, I would like to direct your attention to the screen to remind us of Oman's objectives in its pursuit of green hydrogen.
Oman's strategic objectives to move into the green hydrogen, diversification of Oman's economy, local and global decarbonization, positioning Oman as a leading global green hydrogen hub, and stimulating further innovation, employment, and capability development. Oman aims to produce 1.25, 3.5, and 8 million tons per annum of green hydrogen by 2030, 2040, and 2050, respectively. This translates to approximately 15, 40, and 100 gigawatts of electrolyzer capacity by 2030, 2040, and 2050, respectively, which requires Oman to deploy around 30, 75, and 185 gigawatts of renewable energy by 2030, 2040, and 2050, respectively. To this end, Oman has allocated over 50,000 square kilometers. The development of green hydrogen zones will be focused around existing and planned industrial zones, attracting new forward-connected industries, such as green steel, and onshoring supply chain manufacturing, such as electrolyzer manufacturing. Interconnecting these green hubs with a robust hydrogen network and delivering green end products and green energy carriers to the world. Positioning Oman as a leading global green hydrogen hub. Together, we deliver a green, resilient, and sustainable future.
حضورنا الأعزاء، دعونا نستمع الآن إلى أحد الخبراء المخضرمين في قطاع الطاقة. رحبوا معي على المنصة المهندس مازن بن راشد اللمكي، الرئيس التنفيذي لشركة تنمية طاقة عمان، والذي سيلقي كلمة حول الدور الجوهري للبحث والتطوير في قيادة نمو قطاع الهيدروجين الأخضر وتسهيل الانتقال لمصادر الطاقة المستدامة. أهلاً وسهلاً بك المهندس مازن اللمكي. We now have the privilege of hearing from an esteemed industry expert, Engineer Mazen Rashid Al-Limki, CEO of EDO, who will deliver a speech on the critical role of research and development in driving the green hydrogen sector and facilitating the transition to sustainable energy sources. Please give a warm welcome to Engineer Mazen.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome to this historic occasion. Today marks a significant milestone for us as we gather here to celebrate the beginning of a new era in sustainable energy. It is with great pleasure and immense pride that I stand before you, representing a company that is at the forefront of the energy revolution. At EDO, we understand the world is changing, and with it, our energy needs. We recognize the urgent need to transition to cleaner, more sustainable sources of energy. As the parent of Hydrom, we have taken up the responsibility of orchestrating the green hydrogen sector in Oman, and today's event is a testimony to our commitment. By investing in green hydrogen projects, we are investing in a brighter future for Oman and the world. As we embark today in a journey that will redefine the energy landscape of Oman and contribute to a greener, more sustainable future, we are here witnessing the signing ceremony for the award of multi-gigawatt green hydrogen project, which is a momentous occasion that will shape the course of our country. As we awarded the multi-gigawatt projects in Oman, This positions Oman as the leader in the global energy landscape. These projects will not only contribute to our national energy security, but will also position us as a regional hub for green hydrogen projects, export, and innovation. The scale and ambitions of these projects are testament to the collaborative effort of various stakeholders involved, be it government agencies, international partners, and technology providers, along with the investors. We extend our heartfelt gratitude to each of them for their unwavering support and belief in our vision. Our strategic objectives, rooted in the vision and determination of our great nation, propel us towards a future built in 5 key pillars. The objective includes ensuring energy security, diversifying our local economy, decarbonizing our country, creating a competitive green hydrogen sector, and supporting innovation and capability development. These objectives set a stage for a sustainable and prosperous Oman, with R&D serving as a backbone of our endeavors. However, this future is not one that we will be able to achieve alone. Recognizing the importance of collaboration and knowledge exchange, I'm delighted to announce that we are signing a momentous memorandum of understanding with Siemens today. This MOU signifies a new chapter of cooperation between our companies. Through this partnership, we will join forces to push the boundaries of green hydrogen technology, foster innovation and exchange expertise. None of this would have been possible without the dedication, expertise, and hard work of our exceptional team at EDO and Hydrom. I want to express my deepest appreciation to every member of our organization who has contributed to bringing us to this momentous day. Your commitment, innovation, resilience have been instrumental in making Oman a pioneer in green hydrogen sector. As we move forward, let us remember that signing of these projects is not an end in itself, but the beginning of a new chapter. We have a responsibility to ensure the successful implementation and operation of these projects, adhering to the highest standard of safety, efficiency, and environmental stewardship. Let us embrace the challenges that lie ahead with the same passion and determination that brought us here today. Finally, I would like to express my gratitude to our visionary leadership, the Ministry of Energy and Minerals, who have entrusted us with the responsibility of driving this green hydrogen revolution. Their unwavering support and guidance have been instrumental in our journey thus far, and we are deeply grateful for their continued faith in us. I would like to also express my gratitude to our partners, stakeholders, and the entire team involved in these projects. Your hard work, expertise, and dedication have brought us to this momentous occasion. Thank you very much. السلام عليكم.
كل الشكر للمهندس مازن اللمكي على هذه الكلمات المثرية. ولنبقى في سياق البحث والتطوير، أدعوكم لمتابعة توقيع مذكرة التفاهم بين شركة تنمية طاقة عمان وشركة سيمز للطاقة، حيث يهدف هذا التعاون إلى تعزيز مجالات البحث والتطوير وتبادل المعرفة بين الجهتين لتسريع نمو قطاع الهيدروجين الأخضر. من فضلكم رحبوا بالمهندس مازن بن راشد اللمكي والفاضل خالد بن هادي، المدير العام لشركة سيمز للطاقة للتوقيع المذكرة. كل التوفيق لشركة تنمية طاقة عمان وشركة سيمز للطاقة في جهودهم نحو تعزيز عمليات البحث والتطوير في هذا القطاع الواعد. Continuing with the research and development theme, we will now witness the signing of another memorandum of understanding between Energy Development Oman and Sims Energy. This collaboration aims to foster R&D and knowledge exchange between our two entities to accelerate advancement in the green hydrogen domain. Please join me in welcoming to the stage Engineer Mazen Al-Lemki, CEO of EDO, and Mr. Khalid bin Hadi, Managing Director of Sims Energy Oman, to sign the MOU, and let us acknowledge this important milestone with a round of applause. حضورنا الكريم، إن التعاون وتوحيد الجهود كان ولا يزال حجر الأساس نحو تحقيق الأهداف المرجوة. Collaboration is at the heart of the progress, and today we witness the signing of yet another landmark agreement, a memorandum of understanding between Hydrom and OQ Gas Network. في هذا السياق نشهد اليوم أيضاً توقيع مذكرة تفاهم بين هايدروم وأوكيو لشبكات الغاز، حيث تهدف هذه المذكرة إلى تعزيز التزام الجهتين بالتعاون في تطوير استراتيجيات وخطط قصيرة وطويلة الأمد لوضع الخطط والتصورات لبناء بنية أساسية للاستخدام المشترك للهيدروجين الأخضر للنقل والتخزين. يسرني أن أدعو إلى المنصة كلا من الدكتور فارس بن علي العبدواني مرة أخرى، والمهندس منصور بن علي العبدلي المدير التنفيذي لأوكيو لشبكات الغاز ولتوقيع هذه المذكرة. تحمل هذه الشراكة بين هايدروم وأوكيو لشبكات الغاز إمكانات هائلة للنهوض بقطاع الهيدروجين الأخضر، وعليه يسرنا الإشادة بجهود الطرفين وتعاونهم لخوض هذه الرحلة المثرية معاً. This MOU solidifies the commitment of both parties to collaborate in the development of short and long-term strategies and plans for the conceptualization and construction of green hydrogen common use infrastructure for transportation, transmission, and storage. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to Dr. Firas Ali Al-Abdwani, Acting Managing Director of Hydrom, and Engineer Mansour bin Ali Al-Abdali, Managing Director of OQGN, as they come on stage to sign the MOU. كما ويسرني أيضاً الإعلان عن عزم شركة هايدروم على تأسيس مجلس استشاري من الشركات المسندة إليهم تطوير مشاريع الهيدروجين الأخضر والجهات المحلية والشركات المتخصصة في القطاع للعمل على تنسيق الجهود وتعزيز التعاون بين كافة الجهات ذات العلاقة باستخدام البنية الأساسية لقطاع الهيدروجين. This partnership between Hydrom and OQ Gas Network holds immense potential for advancing the green hydrogen sector, and we congratulate both parties as they embark on this exciting journey together. Furthermore, we're pleased to announce that Hydrom is establishing an advisory board which will consist of the awarded green hydrogen developers. الضيوف الأعزاء، نصل الآن إلى ختام فعاليتنا اليوم، ونتمنى أن الحدث كان على قدر التطلعات والطموحات. وبالنيابة عن شركة هايدروم نود أن نعرب عن خالص تقديرنا لمعالي المهندس سالم العوفي ومعالي الدكتور خلفان الشعيلي ولجميع من حضر اليوم، ونثمن وجودكم جميعاً في المساهمة في تطوير قطاع الهيدروجين الأخضر في سلطنة عمان. شكراً لكم جميعاً، ولنعمل معاً يداً بيد لبناء مستقبل مشرق وأكثر استدامة لهذا الوطن الغالي الذي نتشرف جميعاً بالانتماء إلى ترابه الطاهر. Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the conclusion of our program for the day. We hope you found this event informative, inspiring, and engaging. On behalf of Hydrom, we express our most profound appreciation to His Excellency, Engineer Salim Al-Aufi, His Excellency, Dr. Khalfan Al-Shuaili, and to each and every one of you for your presence here today and for your unwavering commitment to the green hydrogen sector in Oman. Thank you, and let us continue working together towards a sustainable and greener future. ضيوفنا الأعزاء، في ختام هذا الحدث الكبير يسرني دعوة أصحاب المعالي وأعضاء الشركات الفائزة للصعود على المنصة لالتقاط صورة تذكارية بهذه المناسبة. ضيوفنا الكرام، كل الشكر والتقدير لكم جميعاً على مشاركتنا في هذه المحطة التاريخية في مسيرة اقتصاد الهيدروجين الأخضر في سلطنة عمان. اسمحوا لي في ختام هذا الحفل الكريم دعوتكم We would like to request their excellencies, the awardees, and all of the team members involved to kindly join us on stage for a group photograph.